are you doing, Pradeep?
I'm doing good. And what about you?
I'm very well, thank you. My name is Ali. I'm from Scotland, but I live in the Philippines.
Okay. My name is and I'm from India. Basically, the world famous city is Agra.
Agra, the home of the famous, the most one of the most famous buildings in
Yeah,
the
Taj
world.
Mahal.
Yes, exactly. The Taj Mahal. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. That's a place I want to visit someday. Okay, so what do you do there in Agra?
Uh, I do. I recently completed my masters, and right now I do a job in one organization.
Okay.
Is the name is India Mart.
Sorry, what is the organization?
India Mart.
India Man. Okay, and what's your job?
My job basically is a as a work as a business consultant, but respect to the I am responsible for the revenue generation as well. Uh,
Oh,
so
okay. So you're a
so you can say the sales.
okay, right. Excellent. Cool. Oh, that's nice. And are you married? Do you have a family?
No, I am not married at all.
Not yet.
Uh,
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. Right. Oh well, I'm sure you will be someday. Okay. Now, would you like to do this lesson plan that's on here?
Okay, we can discuss live streaming. So, how the Scotland culture all about?
What's it all about? Oh my goodness, what a question. Oh, well, we're a bit different from the English. In many ways, we're similar. We have similar media. You know, the country is, the UK has many similarities, but the peoples of the UK are a
Okay.
little bit different. You
Hmm.
know, the
Okay.
people in the north are different from the people in the south. You know, just like in India, you know, people from
Uh,
the north are different from people in the south.
India, India, India is a we can say the India is a mix of cultures because India have a different states and different have a different culture in
Yeah,
India.
yes, of course, and it's a bit like that. I mean, the UK is very small compared to India, but there are differences because it is an old country, and the people in the north are very different. For example, Scotland has a tiny population compared to England. The population of Scotland is about 5.5 million. The population of England is about 55 million. So there's 10 times more people. It's a little bit, it's more multicultural. Okay, but ethnically, we tend to be more Celtic, and English people tend to be more Saxon. So we're slightly different um, ethnically, and our characters are a little bit different. Scottish people tend to be more uh, introverted and quiet and a little bit more shy, maybe. Um, English people are very confident and a bit brash, you know.
Yes.
Scottish people are friendly to foreigners. English people aren't. So if you come to Scotland, you'll find that the people are more friendly. Okay, so
So
culturally we're a bit different. We have a different history. We were a separate country until early 1700s. You know, with our own, we still have our own legal system, our own educational system in Scotland. But apart from
so
that, we're joined to the UK.
we can talk about the just a little bit about the sex education, right?
Sex
So
education.
okay, yeah. So in your country, giving the any kind of lecture to the sex education?
Well, I went to. I'm old, so I remember we got a little bit in biology class, and it
Okay,
was
biology
so.
class is similar in India as well.
Yeah, no, that was it.
But
Yeah.
what are some we conduct any kind of the main objective of the sex education be kind of any kind of seminar, just like anything in your
No,
country?
I don't know about now. Yeah, no, I think maybe things will have changed now, in the modern day. I mean, I had a very old-fashioned education, and I was at school in the 1970s. Um, I believe it was around in schools, but as I say, we really only had it as part of biology. So it wasn't anything to do with social sciences or anything. We never were taught about the problems that are associated with sex. You know, it was just purely as human reproduction, and it was very quickly spoken
Mm.
about by a very embarrassed older
Yeah.
guy. He got a big red face, and he always wanted to. He obviously wanted to get it over very quickly. So we did not have any education or discussion about the problems, uh, social problems or disease problems or anything like that that would probably be in a modern uh, sex education class or seminar. So basically, it was nothing,
Okay.
nothing at all. No
Uh,
diagrams, no
okay. Okay.
pictures, nothing.
Yeah, same in India, because when we talk about the biology of the specifically chapter of sex education,
Mhm.
we generally quick out from the chapter and read it and just let it go. But this is not a solution at all for the society. We can
No,
provide the details in detail, and also we can talk about the openly in the society as well, because if students are not understand what was the exact happening after doing these things and what was the impact of these things, so I think this is a good way if we started the education in terms of the any kind of workshops, right?
right.
Or we also provide the education openly. Why are you we hesitate, because everyone know about this, so but we are hesitate, and these things are happening in India also.
No, I totally agree with you, right? And again, I said mine was a while ago, so there were some people that probably didn't know what was going on in my class at the age of 13, I think we probably were 12 or 13, 13, I think. But I understand in a country like India, which is so diverse in terms of, for example, religion, that maybe some particular groups of people might not want that to discussed to their children. Do you think that that's a problem in India, that maybe some groups, some ethnic or religious groups, believe that it's something that shouldn't be done? Are there arguments? Are there differences in different states of India towards sex education?
Okay. And also one thing is also we can consider in our education is in the Scotland, some provide the entrepreneurship type classes during the academic schedule.
Um, Entrepreneurship. I'm not sure about in the secondary school system. Certainly in uh, tertiary education, university or college, you would have things like that. Definitely entrepreneurship. Yeah, you'd have
Yeah.
classes on that. Uh-huh. I think I've even had a class on that when I was doing my um, bachelor's degree. I think I
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, in a bachelor's degree we can do these type of classes. And
Yeah,
also,
a part of a course. Not, I don't know if there's a specific degree that you can do in entrepreneurship, but you would definitely have it as part of a business course, or integrated in, just like many things. You do a bit of law, perhaps you do a bit of psychology. These kind of things are often part of um, any course that has anything to do with business.
but now India is started as an entrepreneur, viewed as an entrepreneur. So India is started as a vocational courses.
Right, purely on entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Oh,
So vocational courses started, and where we learn more practical things as compared to the theory. But theory is also part of the course. But in the we talk about the practical things are more, so we can understand the actual things of entrepreneurship.
right. Okay, that's good. So you've studied that as part of your course?
Yeah, I studied vocational in dairy technology
Right.
basically.
Okay.
Or you also the related to the food production, right?
I'm sorry.
You are also related to the food production.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, that was my first degree was food science and marketing.
Okay. Also, my degree in the dairy technology, basically dairy
Ah, data
product production.
technology. Oh, that's something I'm interested in. That's
Yeah.
yeah, that's something that's improved over the years. We've got robot milkers and things like that nowadays. Do they use anything like that in India? You know, the robot milkers where cows can actually they don't actually need to be herded. They have robot milkers. The cow walks up, the robot the um, milkers attach themselves to the cow, milk the cow, come off, and the cow walks away without any human intervention. And the cows come and go when they need to be milked themselves.
Okay. In
Yeah.
your country, but in
Well, in
India,
the US, I'm sure they must have them in the UK. I live in the Philippines, and we
okay.
have
Yeah.
terrible nothing in the way of dairy
I
industry.
also see your video from the foreign country. I don't know what was the specific country is that.
Okay.
So where this system is implemented, but in India is a mostly we can say the semi-automatic. We use the semi-automatic because human intervention is also involved in the
Mm-hmm.
whole process of milking and transporting is also included. So, but in the we talk about the automatically. I think in a little bit uh, these type of things in happening in India.
No, I haven't seen it myself. I just know of the existence of these things in the US, where they have a huge dairy industry. Here in the Philippines, we have an almost non-existent dairy industry. The agriculture here is terrible. People actually believe. I talk to so-called experts about dairy, and they go, "We can't have dairy in the Philippines because it's too hot for cows." That's what they tell us. We can't have a beef industry because it's too hot for cows in the Philippines. We can only have
Yes.
pigs and chickens. It's absolutely ridiculous. Agriculture in the Philippines is becoming worse. It's going backwards in time, not forwards. It's a real shame. It's something that we're trying to improve, and it's going back faster than we can even teach people. It's terrible. Uh,
Like, because we also India is not prefer the foreign breed because India's temperature is also different, so they are not
Yeah, well, we tend to have the
like
indicas.
comfortable.
Yeah, we but the cows that do well here are the indicus cows, the tropical ones. Wow, wow, Pradeep, I wish we had more time to talk. Maybe next time
Okay,
we'll chat about it.
okay.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you
you.
very much. Yeah.
Good English.
Bye.